Hi, well, this is Estelada Estela. I hope you're having a good morning after the eclipse. I'm here to talk about Aquarius. The only reason I'm making this video right now is because there's a thing that is going on with Aquarius right now that is called a call. The call basically is for those that have abilities, gifts since you are a child, not like where you learn. I mean, learning is good too. I mean, we can always wake up to our gifts at a younger age and everything. Um, but there are some people that are a little bit more aware, like since you're young, of what you might be feeling, seeing. Um, Even before you even know that there's a God, that there's rules, church, uh, dogmas, things like that. You know, you're different. Um, in a way, is a specific way to see things because you are born with certain things. Okay, well, let's just cut to the chase. Okay, the reason I made this video is because Aquarius. Okay, you all know me. I'm a tarot card reader. Been doing this for since I know myself. I'm very intuitive. I always had visions. I heard things. People might think people are crazy. At the beginning, when I was little, I would think that it was my imaginary friends. I guess I don't know. I guess believe in imaginary friends. Um, Anyway, so this is Aquarius, right? The representation of Aquarius. Why did I pick this deck? Because to be honest with you, it has a lot of symbols, colors. I relate with it. I like it. It's a beautiful water. You can see the blue at the bottom. Well, I can see the blue. I don't know if you can see the blue. And you have the pure beauty of loving yourself. I mean, that's so important, right? Since you're little, basically is number one thing. Okay, so you're not self-conscious. The star card represents a symbol for a lot of people like me that do not have any type of inhibitations when it comes to your body, to how you present yourself. If you notice, a lot of Aquarius, especially I'm talking more to female Aquarius, more than anything else. Okay, very I wouldn't say eccentric, just different. And even if your mom comes and tells you change your dress or anything like that, I mean, we could be wearing like a whole robe on top and it wouldn't show anything. Not because we're self conscious, but more because we like the robe, and we think it's magical or whatever. Anyway, so I'm not going to talk about dreamy stuff or anything like that. I am going to talk about reality. Lately, within the last weeks and months, we have been going into some kind of journey. Well, I have. A lot of my actually, have always accepted my gifts, okay, and be thankful for them. Uh, but I've been doing more of a deep inside solo thing. I've been taking my time, studying so much. I mean, Aquarius. I mean, a lot of female Aquarius are very knowledgeable, even when you're little. Where people are like, what is she talking about? And also, we like to give a lot. Well, in this self journey that I've made, you don't have to go anywhere really to make a self journey. But I mean, basically, what I'm trying to say is like you go through. And I'm not here to talk about retrograde. You all hear all about everywhere, so it's not like I'm gonna be the most knowledgeable person about retrograde or anything like that. So the reason is there I've been listening, which usually I don't. But I've been watching some of the Aquarius people that delivers messages on YouTube that are Aquarius, and I noticed that we kind of like all took our time at around the same time. I don't know if to think or what I was astral projecting and doing a lot of unimaginable things that people were like, oh, what's she doing? Well, um, I don't drink. I don't use any recreational drugs. When I was very little, I just to have these visions, and now it's very easy for me. It's always been very easy for me to, even without knowing, astral project, go to different dimensions, whatever you want to call it. I know people don't believe it, so I'm not going to talk about that either. We're very reserved about our little things too. I am not going to talk about the lights and the voices and everything like that specifically. I just want to make the call to all my Aquarius friends, colleagues. That's what I try to put on the description of the video about the whole thing that I was trying to do tonight. Basically, it cut me off. So I'm not a YouTuber, like a professional YouTuber. So I basically just do things like, just express myself every once in a while. Maybe I do some readings sometimes, yeah, but I'm not here to like create all this big amount of fans and for everybody to pay me and watch me. I mean, that's why I basically have my own business, right? So, well, my own business, but you know what I'm saying, I read cards. So, so I do what I do for love. I mean, of course, we all get paid for something, right? But I'm saying I love just to expand my knowledge. Okay. I don't give it too much because people usually do not appreciate anything, or they completely ignore you and they just go into the tangent about talking about their ex-boyfriend. So as I'm putting it in instructions, this is not about love readings or couples, or I'm not here to reading your general reading or anything like that. Not tonight, at least. But I mean, I am here to express myself about the certain the call. The call is to all of us that hit us is something that we basically went through some kind of hermit mode. I know a lot of people do, but we really we got really deep into it. Like, I didn't want to socialize with anybody. I mean, I completely stopped taking pictures, and other people will call it, oh, where is she? Why doesn't she want to talk to us? Sometimes, especially when you get the call, because I have always, like I said, communicate with spiritual beings. I mean, however you want to call them. You want to call them demons. You're gonna call them saints. You're gonna call. I don't care how you call them, or myself, basically. And I noticed that a lot of the YouTubers here had some kind of awakening too. I don't know if it's of the area of Aquarius or the clips. I mean, I do believe in a lot of that stuff, of course, everything that has to do with that. Of course, I do. But I'm not here to talk about that either because I will be in another episode. Otherwise, I'm going to make you all bored with 40 minutes of me not delivering a message for anybody, right? I mean, people always wants to watch something in return for something else. I mean, I'm here, like I said, I just spent some time here talking about Aquarius. So, special female Aquarius, I'm all there with you. We had it tough. We have been going through some. I've been going through some stages for the last 7 years. It took me a lot to get here. I had a tower moment. Yes, I did. I hope nobody has a tower moment ever. But I passed through the tower moment, and I continue being myself, and I'm still me. So I know that a lot of us went through that tower moment because I have seen, as I said, other psychics here talk about Aquarius, about themselves, how they went through some very hard situation for the last years. It doesn't always have to do with the heart. It doesn't always have to do with relationships. Sometimes it can be with other things, okay? So, my spirit, your spirit, or whoever's spirit, or spirit, the divine light. You ask me if I have seen divine light, yes. If I feel blessed by the high priestess, I will probably tell you, yes, I have. I believe so. It took me, I believe that women Aquarius are meant to like go through a lot of stuff. We've seen a lot. We have been through a lot. And we also have the benefit that we learned a lot. Also, somehow, we love ourselves too much. People call us arrogant. Maybe. I don't think I'm arrogant. I think I'm myself because really, I mean, whatever I do, I pay for it. Whatever I I joke, I earned it. And what I do when it comes to emotional actions, I fail, like all of us as Aquarius. Not in relationships exactly, but taking advantage of. I do believe that Aquarius females get very taken advantage, or anything else too. I believe so too. There's only one Aquarius in my family besides me, which is my son. As but up to you know, I do have 4 children. I'm very proud of them. So, if you receive the call, if you, I mean, I had a whole speech about it, but since I don't want to make this too long, as I said, I prefer to stick with email me, message me. I probably want to interact with you. I don't interact with a lot of people. It's very hard for me to. Yeah, I can go anywhere and make a lot of friends, but I usually do not socialize so much on the outside life. But give me a give me a message. Let me know if you're feeling. A lot of Aquarius are going through this. This is not necessarily meaning a separation. The lovers in reverse sometimes has to do with a choice, and not only about from one human to another human. Some people call it a crossroads. Some people that knows how to read cards very well call them crossroads. Sometimes it can even be children. It can be business, traveling. So I know that before this, there's got to be a 4 of coins in reverse. I kind of know the cards before they even come out. So, and there's going to be, of course, the 5 of cups. For those who knows, specifically Aquarians, how to read cards, not an intuition with pictures, visions, we know exactly what this means. This cups doesn't always necessarily represent love. In this situation, the person that I'm reading for, it means that it has to leave something behind. He can or she can't bring everybody along. There's something that looks like to me like a wheel of fortune on top. In some decks, sometimes it does. There's a tower over there. That tower can fall anytime too. That's predicting that if you go across that river and you make it through the bridge, and you go through the chariot over there, over here to on top of this bridge, and you make it to that castle or tower, that tower can still fall. Only good thing about this car is that basically you have, yeah, some like stormy ride. Yeah, it is a semi-stormy ride. But it also showing you all the cups that were broken before that. All the water that poured out on the black seat of this car. There's some nice mountains over here. There's some trees and vegetation, but this person can't see it yet. Because even though in this card there's not a moon exactly showing, it is showing that this wheel of fortune can turn out. And there's some dead fish on top that has come out of the water because that water was killing that person on the other side. That can be either if you're going through some health situation, if you're going through some, whenever you're going to take a risk, is something that you're going to have to paint it before you go across that bridge and manifest that all this in color and that this castle is not going to be black and it's not going to fall. Now, first, of course, you got to understand that for you to get there, you have to enlighten all that before that, vision that. This person is being warned that there's dead fish on the ocean, so you can't fall down, because if you fall down before that, that means if you're insecure, if you don't want to make that that decision after the lovers, as I said, crossroads. See, the person, the lovers card already left a person or people behind. Let's don't say a person. Okay, let's say people behind. So the lovers is showing in reverse as past. So it's leaving behind the past, this background, where at some point there was something that was holding there. There's angels preventing. It might have been a wedding for some people, a relationship. There's also snakes. There's past. Now, that can be represented as a business partner. It can be represented by many other things, okay? There's a sun that once was there before. Now, there's kind of sort of a separation there going on, okay? Well, and then you see this. There's hope right here. But for that hope, you have to eliminate what's coming next. Once something comes next, then you will see that things will change. Of course, if we don't do that, then of course that's not going to happen, right? Now, before that, we had also the the four of coins, which means in reverse. For some of the people, it means I'm gonna leave all that behind. That means my security blanket, my stability or some kind of stability. If you still have something, some stability, because some people actually lose it all, or leave everything behind. But you're still holding that wheel of fortune over here. To me, this looks like another wheel of fortune, and you're surrounded by like, oh my gosh. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna be poor, or what's gonna happen to me? No, because there's still gold around it. Okay, so you can still, yeah, you can still earn it once you pass that bridge and you get that castle and you get all colorful over here, which is in 3 cards. Okay, if we count the numbers here, okay, it takes us to a number 13 or something like that. Anyway, so kind of like that in reverse. Now we get the 10 of swords, which is an end. I just said the number. I said 10 right here because basically the death card is number 13, which is death and revert. And then this is 10 of swords in reverse, which is kind of like some death and revert also. So there is an ending. So of course, this person right here, any of you that might be this person or whoever I'm talking to, that is an Aquarius, represents your situation at the present time at this moment. So pay attention. There's hope. You'll be okay. Page of Cups. The page of the broken cup. Why do I call it like that? See all that dead fish jumping out? Well, in the regular tarot deck, the regular tarot, this one right here, and this one, there's a fish coming out of the cup. And this one, there's a lot of fishes, okay? So usually this is a little bit of bad news, or somehow it could be any type of message, depending on the situation. Obviously, the message wasn't correct. I mean, that wasn't good. Okay, so that person, this brought it previously because it still passes in reverse in my readings. Now, we are seeing on this card, okay, that there is something that is left behind. Okay, again. Instead of the cup being empty, this person's trying to get out of the water, just like the fish. In my representation in this situation with this person, this means that water is already poison and it's toxic. Okay. Now, the other thing is the cup. He keeps holding a cup because he's waiting for someone to fill it up. And the fish is actually trying to jump. Where in the hell? Let's go to the sky over there. So that way maybe we can find water in the sky. There's a bunch of dead stuff underneath this man. This man, to me, looks very concerned. So when he brings this cup and it's empty, obviously the person on this reading is not having or not receiving good news. Okay. Now, since we're not talking specifically about love or anything in general, I know that a lot of Aquarius have been getting the Ace of Wands. Okay, which usually means that you start all over the deck and you are basically, that's the last card of the minor arcana, so which it represents the ace. Okay, well, not the last one, but the first one, which means a new beginning. Okay, so this new beginning is gold, and you can see the inside. There's some mops there to go around, blah, blah, blah. And the hand is holding, like, coming out of the ground. Even if it's upright, it's still coming out of the ground, like you're dead. Remember we saw the 10 of Swords? Okay. In the 10 of Swords, there's a hand that person's still holding on the regular deck. See, on this card, he's still holding in an arm. I mean, I mean that he's still alive. Okay. So since he's passing from being defeated, from death to the birth, basically after all this argument, all these fights, he end up almost dead. There's a lot of blood. Okay. There's a lot of people that came along and probably and this symbol, of course, right? Okay. I can talk about the symbols another time. I'm not here to teach classes or anything, but I am showing you that he still have hope. Okay, even if it's in reverse, he can put everything behind and start over. So what happened? It's like the dead card together. So he came back alive, death and resurrection. So this person right here will start over. That Ace of Coins actually was upright. So whatever it is that you are going through, you will go over and you will be able to cross that bridge and you will be able to enlighten your life and you will be able to color that canvas for the next chapter of your life because you're given the chance to start over. No matter how deep in the ground you were buried. And the message, that's what it is, because then after that you get a Four of Wands, which is a lot of Aquarius has been showing a celebration. So whatever it is that you're going, there's going to be some kind of event. Let's put it that way. It might be not such a big deal, but still happiness. Overall, if this is a big, huge situation that you're going through, there's going to be a nice end. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? Death. That's a big warning. Death and resurrection again. So you might want to make sure that you get out of the situation you're in right now so that way you get something else instead of a dead card at the end. I mean, not that the dead card is just giving you another opportunity to start over. So, my friend, my girlfriend there, I'll take care of you later. It's not that bad. I just know exactly what you're going to end up. Well, we'll talk about that. Maybe we can give you some counseling on it. Well, anyway, so take care. So be it. And I'll see you another time to talk about Aquarius cards. Because this is probably what I'm going to call it, Aquarius cards. And if you receive that call from out there in the universe, message me. Take care. Bye. All my Aquarians, love you Aquarians. And everybody else, of course. Bye.